And right now, over to Mark for the lying on the resume story.
Okay, thanks, Des. Well, look, if you're looking for a job, it's certainly no laughing matter, and we want to help you out with that this morning. There is a job fair going on at the Scottish Rite Memorial Temple down in Mission Valley, 9:30 this morning. And we'll tell you more about that in a couple seconds. They want you to bring your resume, though, if you show up today. But Cees Molenaar is here from JobSummit.com to warn you, make sure that it's accurate before you hand it in. What is the deal with people lying on their resumes?
It's very interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the deal is. I think it's probably a good idea for people to put themselves in the best possible light and to point out their skills and their strengths. Obviously, you don't want to go on and on about all your weaknesses. But you don't want to lie, especially not about certain things, because it's just too easy in employment verifications for companies to find out. Once they do, you're out.
And people do check.
They check. It's very easy, especially on dates. People seem to lie about dates, when they work there, which month they quit. It's just one phone call. And as soon as the HR person finds out, then you're probably not even going to be invited in for an interview.
Now, I'm looking here at some of the information that JobSummit.com sent us. 56% of resumes contain false and misleading data. 56%? Is the number one thing the bad dates?
That probably is the number one thing. That study didn't come from JobSummit.com.
Oh, okay.
But I actually think that's an optimistic number, 56%.
You think it's more than that?
I think it's more than that because it includes misleading information. In a way, it's all misleading because we point out, as I mentioned earlier, we point out our strong points. And that's all we point out in there. We're not saying anything about some of the things that we may have not done well.
Now, employers generally aren't fooled. And we're looking at some of the most common things, misleading things or out-and-out lies that are on resumes. You mentioned the incorrect dates, false and inflated salary history. Well, of course, we want our prospective employer to think that we were making more than we were, so that we can get more out of that new employer. That's not going to work, is it?
That's not going to work. It can even backfire at times because if you inflate it too much, certain companies may not invite you in for the interview because they think you're never going to be happy with the money that they're going to offer. So be careful with that.
False education level and GPA and so forth. Gee whiz, again, it's something that's pretty easy to check up on if that's truly important to an employer. Do people just think that it's not going to be that important, so it's not going to be checked up on?
I probably think the opposite. I think they probably think it is important, and based on our experience, we talk with HR people all the time. GPA is not that important, especially after you've been in the workforce for 5 or 10 years. Most companies don't really care about exact GPA, so that's just not worth lying about.
So just basically tell what your experience is, tell it like it is, and that way you don't have to worry about which lie that you told. Then you can get on with the business of actually getting the job.
And even beyond that, how would you like to go in a job interview and tell the person that's interviewing right up front, you know what, I didn't lie about anything on there. Everything that you read right here is truthful. Then you can go in the interview with full confidence. That's going to be helpful.
Absolutely. Well, talk to me about the career fair that's going on today down at Scottish Rite, 9:30 today. What kind of folks are we going to see down there?
It's all kind of jobs. We have over 70 exhibitors in attendance. They're actively recruiting, probably over 1,000 jobs at the job fair. And as I said, it's from 9:30 to 2:30 at the Scottish Rite Center. We also have career workshops. They're half an hour long. And we do resume review services as well. The people from the San Diego Workforce Partnership and the Career Opportunities Partnership.
Help you go over that resume and make sure that you're presenting yourself in the best light. I see everybody from law enforcement, the FBI, DEA, to hotel services. There's a little bit of everything there. So
absolutely, engineering jobs, sales jobs, management jobs, healthcare jobs. It's all there.
All right. Hey, Cees, thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. We're happy to be here.